Let's have a slow clap for DC. They finally did it for the first time since Watchmen. It's possible. It can happen.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand.
Ocean Man. Aquaman. Aquaman. So, unlike other DC movies, the plot of Aquaman is actually quite simple. Jason Momoa's Aquaman has to take the throne of Atlantis away from his brother Patrick Wilson's Orm, because if he doesn't, then Orm is going to wage war with the surface world. But the only thing stopping him from doing that right now is he needs alliance from a couple other ocean tribes. But once he gets that done, he's going to destroy the surface world because he doesn't like humans. All they do is pollute the ocean and poison the world. And he's kind of got a point, maybe. But with the help of Amber Heard's Princess Mara and Willem Dafoe's Volko, they are going to go get a MacGuffin and stop him. See, I told you it was simple. It doesn't take 20 minutes to explain like Batman vs. Superman. Now let's get the negatives out of the way first, because I have a lot more positive to say. Sometimes the dialogue felt a little bit expository, more so than it possibly should have. And the CG didn't always hold up. But if somebody like me, the only complaints they can find is that the dialogue and the CG aren't always on par, then you're in a pretty good place, my guy. Nice job, honestly. Let's talk about performances real quick. I mean, everybody does a fantastic job, especially Patrick Wilson. I loved him as Night Owl, and it was great seeing him come back and play Ocean Master. But Jason Momoa surprised me. I know I've already made a video about why I didn't think Jason Momoa is a good choice to play Aquaman. I was wrong. As a YouTuber, I'm admitting to you, I was wrong. He does a great job in this movie. He's not the Arthur Curry that I'm familiar with, but they changed the character to fit the type of actor that Jason Momoa is, and he still brought a level of heat to the role that not even Ben Affleck brought to Batman. Great job, Jason. I know you're never going to see this video, but great job. This movie is also visually stunning. This is probably some of the most creative production design I've seen in a long time. And it's all because Aquaman as a mythos is very interesting. And they didn't do much to the mythos to make it, inaccurate or anything. It's not too different from the comics in most areas, that is. But everything being underwater leads to a lot of creativity that most other movies don't even have. Like, I've heard this movie compared to Black Panther a lot from the promotional material. I'll admit there are some similar story beats and plot aspects, but this movie handles them so much better than that one does. And it doesn't make a terrible mistake that Black Panther made. I'll talk about that when I do my spoiler video. James Wan, though, was an absolute perfect choice for directing this movie. He did a great job with the first Conjuring film. Patrick Wilson was great in that movie. He brought that same energy, that same level of spirit to this movie, and it absolutely worked. When he said he was going for an underwater horror story, you can definitely feel that. You can see that throughout the movie. It's definitely in there, and it's very well done. He was also a great choice stylistically because the action in this movie is very unique. I love the way that the camera moves to follow the action. It's very well done. It's probably some of the most interesting action I've seen in a live-action superhero film since Avengers Infinity War. And if you want a love interest that's actually an interesting character and can hold her own as an independent woman, well, I think Mara's the one that you want. Also, I always envisioned a duel between two trident-wielding ocean people to be very lame. Not so. It would turn out I've been mistaken. Again. Guys, in the end, this movie was an absolute thrill ride from start to finish. I'm glad to see that DC, outside of animation, still has what it takes to make a good movie. All they have to do is get people involved that are passionate, that really care about what they're working with, and they can make us happy yet again. In fact, after seeing Aquaman, I'm excited to see where the rest of the DCEU goes. Maybe don't pull a plug just yet. Maybe see how Shazam does and go from there. I'm willing to see 2 more Aquaman movies if Jason Momoa is going to stay at the helm. I'm interested to see if Henry Cavill might come back and continue to play Superman. There's a lot of interesting places that the DCEU could go, and it all starts with Aquaman, and I want you guys to see that with me. I want you to see it so badly that I think it's worth seeing and buying on Blu-ray. I know, 2 of those in a row. It's crazy. But Aquaman, I know you probably haven't seen it yet because this is about a week before it comes out. However, I'll ask you this. What's your favorite DC movie? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below and educate me. And as always, if you like what you've seen and you want more videos from me, click the screen to see more. Also, I'm terribly sorry about that Star Wars video that went up yesterday. I didn't realize that the audio was going to be so screwed up, but we live and we learn, I guess.